Welcome back to Through the Portal. We're going to be talking some organized play, and we've got a Clashground Makati recap of our big event that just happened over in Asia, as well as upcoming event in Nashville here in America. So a lot of things going on. Yeah, we're just repping the
one of the
exclusive event shirts that'll be there. We got Nashville, the ClashCon, the neon signs. If you've ever been down to Broadway, big part of Nashville Music City, as well as Magnate strumming a guitar and with his cowboy boots on and cowboy hat. It felt very very fitting. And then we've got another one with Astor on it and all kinds of other stuff. You might be asking, where do I find that cool hat you're wearing? You probably find it in Nashville.
Also, things like
all kinds of stuff,
cool new mugs, other arts.
We'll have a lot of new stuff with us that you haven't seen yet or had the opportunity to get yet. If you're going to be in Nashville, don't want to miss that. But first, we're going to start with a little Makati recap. From there, and so I think we saw there were 71 players in the field, so pretty good turnout.
Yeah, good
over
turnout.
there.
It's great.
Of those 71, they played 17 different contenders. Nice spread.
Good spread.
We've only seen like the 20 mark broke like maybe once, so pretty good spread of contenders in the field. What we saw probably in the least surprising news of all, Torque was the most represented contender in Asia, which
they love Torque over there.
They love Torque. He continues to be the most played over there in general, and he still does well. So maybe that's a smart choice. But Torque was heavily played, followed closely by the first Magnate and the second Magnate. So both Magnate contenders saw heavy play. Lord Krung and who else am I forgetting? Somebody.
Haven.
Yeah, Death, Krung, Magnate, and Torque. Those were the most played contenders. So
Genesis.
Yeah, he was the next most played after the. So pretty good spread, and nice to see some variety as the tournament kind of shuffled through. Do we have? We can show some of their stuff here. So they've already gotten their prize cards, but we have some of them here for the next American Clashground that'll have the same prize cards. So what's that?
So we got the Hidden Hand.
Yep. So that was the event card. Yep. That was in play for their event, as well as
Champion card.
Yeah,
this is Death Chaos Bringer.
Yep, Death Chaos Bringer right there. So
and then a bunch of the bounties.
Yep, and so the bounties, and so there were some for the bounty winners. Doms won the bounty with Mean Streak, Ace with Shadowlight, Arthur with Warcry, Reggie with Paul, and Thomas with Magnate. So those were the bounty winners over there, which I think the Magnate was in the top 8. The others were outside the top 8, but some good finishes there. Yep. Big field, widespread.
Yep.
But when we're talking top 8 and top finishers, you saw some very familiar names in there. Guy who, same parts, he's won a few events. Mm-hmm. He's won maybe 3 of the last 4 major titles over in Asia. He ended up being the 1 seed with a Haven deck, which we've only seen 1 Haven deck ever in the top 8, which was also
the Clashground earlier this year.
Michael Hamilton, the American Clashground, ended up getting 2nd with a Haven over here.
Yeah.
And so, but that was also our first time seeing Clarity's Ring ran with Haven. So totally different. Yep. That's a new legendary card, came out in Spoils. And so we thought we might see some of those Spoils cards make their way to competitive play very soon. And we saw it for the first time in the 1 seed with Guy's deck with Haven. Yep. We did see there were 3 Torques in the top 8. And then the other 5 were all singles. So you had Haven, Genesis, Krung, Astor, and Magnate making up the other 5. So we had a pretty diverse top 8, 6 different contenders in the top 8. And as I said, some familiar names. And so we saw Guy's Haven make it to the semis where he would face off with Melvinism, which I think going into that, they'd either both won 4 titles before or 4 and 3 before the event or whatever.
Yeah.
Cumulatively, they have won almost every event that has happened in Asia between the two of them, with a lot of familiar names continually being in that top 8 and finals with them, but not being able to overtake them in it. And so you got to see them play each other in the final 4, with Melvin coming out on top this time with his torque over Haven. And then we also saw on the other side Alpha Aster with Michael making the finals against Melvin, which that's the first time Aster's ever been in the top 8, ever been in the top 4, ever been in the top 2, trying to win his first event. Obviously, that's a contender that came out recently in Equilibrium. Didn't see a lot of heavy play immediately, but this time he did. He's in the finals.
It was like tricolor plus legendary Aster.
Yeah, so like technically it's a 4-color deck, but the black card in it was just the Aster legendary.
Yeah.
And so it was a green, red, blue Aster deck, with a lot of the best cards from those colors, along with the black Aster legendary.
Yep.
But it was Melvin bringing home the title. That was his 5th title, which is crazy.
Yep.
He's won 5 events.
Just need to bring all those players over to America, or vice versa. We need to start cross-pollinating, because we want to see all those.
Yeah, we want to see those players
play
each other. You know,
something called like the League of Champions or something.
Who knows?
Or Worlds,
or just the World Championships. we could even do that. And so Melvin takes home his 5th title in his 9th top 8. So great run there. It was a black, red, blue torque, I'm pretty sure, bringing that home. And so that was kind of the rundown over in Makati. Any other thoughts on that event? We love to see the community continue to grow.
Yeah.
There's now several hundred players just in Manila, greater Manila area, and it's continuing to spread right now throughout Asia, in the United Arab Emirates. Getting ready to have our first event in Dubai later this year. Cool. But also we're seeing some growth right now in other countries in Southeast Asia, as well as the rest of the world. But that area continues to grow.
We're tapping into untapped territories for Alpha Clash right now. And so it's exciting just to see, that happening. There's other ones that we've been working on for a while that I think will come to fruition soon too. So
yeah, and so, not to get off the Asia track, but have said recently in an article that we've now partnered with Banter Toys, which is the biggest and most well-known distributor in all of Asia, all of Australia. And so we're partnering with them. They're picking up stuff from sets 1 through 6 to onboard Australia.
They're all
really get into a lot of stores in Australia.
Banter's excited, so we're excited to partner.
Yep. So we're excited to kind of relaunch there and be with a partner that can really get us widespread throughout the whole country and continent. We've also recently onboarded in Brazil with the Citadel, and a couple other ones that are...
Some stores are onboarding right now.
Those are onboarding now. There are a couple other countries that are done but not done.
Yeah.
We're in the works of getting into a lot of places, and that's the goal, is to be all around the world so people have the opportunity to play the game that we all love. And so I'm looking forward to that. But okay, that's the events in Asia. What about America? What's coming up?
Oh boy, ClashCon. We're 3 weeks away?
Give or take.
Give or take 3 weeks. From ClashCon, a lot of really cool things happening. We've got sponsors, right? So we've got Quest, we've got Prime, we've got Vita Coco. So people will be hydrated and,
hydrated and snacked up.
Yeah. So
you'll get them as like things when
bags.
You check in, kind of like goodie bags. We'll give you a bunch of stuff.
Yep.
For the weekend.
Yep. And then with that, we've got Secondhand Soldiers and Spartan. So a couple of vendors, if you like the more collectible side, or if you like, the more player side, and they may even have some other things that aren't just Alpha Clash too. So who knows?
Probably.
Yeah. So, it's it's really a collector and player niche. So pretty common. But excited to have them there because they did great at Progenitors Gambit.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have them for Pro Tour. And then PvE Gauntlet. It's the first thing that we've done like that.
Yeah, first time. First brand new event for us.
Yes, I grabbed a few of the cards. Whoever's playing in that, there's a few benefits to playing in it. we've got one, whoever enters and competes, then you get a tier 3 invite. So you can automatically play in Pro Tour on the weekend just for competing in this. 2, you get 9 exclusive cards for playing. All of them are exclusive to PvE, but they're pretty awesome. You do get 8 cards that can be put into, your Lord Krung Siege of the Forgotten deck, or decks, I should say. 4 of them are minion deck cards, and 4 of them are event deck cards.
Yeah, and so those will all be in play in the Gauntlet, and so
or they could pop up, right?
Yeah, they could. Maybe some, maybe all, maybe I don't know. We haven't told you exactly how it works, but you're going to see some of these in play for you to play against, but you're going to get your own copy to take home. They've got the ClashCon 2025 stamps on them and everything for commemorating your weekend.
So those are pretty powerful cards. So if you're playing, those cards pop up. They're going to be fun to deal with.
We see you out there. You think you've got PvE solved after a couple months, but
we have round modifiers.
This is a whole new puzzle that you're walking into.
Yep, round modifiers. Each round will be different, so just always changing it up. Some of you may find it more or less challenging based on the type of decks, or maybe even your team makeup, or your thoughts, or your approach. Also, the other thing is everyone that attends does get an exclusive contender. So we won't release this contender in anything else. This is a PvE exclusive contender. It's Percival Pendervik. If you don't know who that is, it's double-sided. So it's got full art on one side. It has the text on the other. It has the ClashCon 2025 logo. If you don't know who this is, then you should be reading the comics, because then you'll get a better idea of who that is. But this
new
contender
comics that are out right now.
This contender is awesome. Was really fun to make. He's a 1 attack, 1 defense. He has 2 rolls, and he's a rogue.
First ever dual roll.
And he's dual color.
Yeah.
So dual color, dual roll, 1/1, 20 health.
So he will be playable in the Gauntlet.
Yes.
If you want to pre-build a deck to bring to play with the one that you are going to get.
Mm-hmm.
And the few PvE rules we've laid out is essentially you can't play the same contender as somebody else on your team. So we encourage everybody that's coming to bring multiple decks. So you have a few choices, not only so you can play different cards or different contenders as your teammates for that round, but also once you see the round modifiers and you've got a few minutes to talk on who wants to play what and how do you think the best way to strategize against it is, you might see a round modifier that makes the best thing you brought not good. So
right. Yep. So you'll have to work together as a team to overcome each challenge. And then the top players will get an exclusive Percival Pendervik alternate art. So
in ink, if you've seen the Echoes of Eternity ink cards that are now out.
Yep. And it's kind of like what is that? Godfather kind of esque.
Like
when you see that. So the Gauntlet's going to be super fun, really unique. And honestly, we just want it to be an experience that others just haven't gotten to do in organized
It's going to
play.
be one of the most fun community things we've ever done.
Yeah.
I think, going into it.
Yep.
Where you are going to get paired up each round. Well, you get randomly assigned to a table in groups of mostly 4, as long as we're even numbers.
Yeah.
Give or take 3 to 4 on a team. And then you're going to talk strategy. You're going to see the round modifiers. You're going to change it up. You're going to play together. And it really is going to be, although we're keeping score individually, and there'll be a sheet of how all the breakdown of scores, if you defeat a boss, defeat both bosses, win, do X, Y, Z. There's a list of how you earn points each round. Although you're individually earning points, you can't earn points easily unless you're working with other people.
Yep.
And so you're going to want to work with other people to do the thing, check off the boxes.
Exactly.
Defeat the bosses, do all the fun stuff, and
overcome
the puzzle of the whole event.
And then top players, you get to play me, playing as Krung. There will be round modifiers, and it'll be fun.
Ridge wanted to put in all modifiers to make sure he would just win on turn 1, but I had to step in and stop that and to try to make it as fair of a fight as possible.
As good as our player base is, they might try to find a way to overcome that obstacle.
We'll see. we will see. We're really looking forward to the PvE Gauntlet. Thanks to all of our sponsors that are going to be there. But if you want exclusive merch, you know where to find it. Might even find yourself some gumball machines and all the things that people just love about the events to grab some cool stuff.
Yep. Yeah. Play mats, shirts, hats. Probably the gumball machine will make another appearance.
Tumblers, whatever.
Because last year's Pro Tour was just a ton of fun. So if you were there last year, or if you weren't, like, you got to be this year. It's just going to be a really good time. Really good community.
It might be short time. I said once that if you're on the fence, this is maybe my favorite thing all year.
And so, we get to connect with the community. I mean, really, that's just good for us. It's good for the community. You know, we get to kind of be in the trenches, watch people play the game, and just the stuff that we work on behind the scenes. We get to just see it in real
I think
time.
it's always one of those. We talk about wanting to be fun and competitive, and we want to have a community and honor the community and do cool things, whether we're putting them in comics or putting them in champion decks or other things we might be working on. To do that, we get a chance to bring everybody together. And if you are just super casual and you're not hyper competitive at all, like jumping in the PvE Gauntlet, you're going to have teammates. It's not scary at all. You're going to get your Pro Tour invite if you want to join the next day in the Pro Tour. Maybe you want to play a bounty. Maybe you want to try something else that you may or may not think you have any chance to win. That's fine. Or there's going to be other little side events for people that are hanging out if you want to draft, now that we've got draft, now that we've got all this other stuff as well. And so...
Yeah, and I will say that even if you're not a really competitive player, but you're there and more on the casual side, playing in a Pro Tour shouldn't be all that intimidating because the community is what makes it great. I mean, it's just a good experience all around.
Plus, after you get, if like what happened to me the first time I ever went to a Dragon Ball tournament and I lost the first 3 rounds because I had no idea what I was doing. I just learned how to play. Then I played other people who had also lost their first 3 rounds. And then I started having a lot of fun for the next few rounds playing against other people that were in the same boat as me. So it's, it can be fun.
So yeah, with the Pro Tour, there's a few things. Well, one, there's the ClashCon exclusive card. So last year we had Victory Peak as like a full art, kind of uniquely stamped. Now we've got a unique full art Hunger of the Void card.
So that specifically comes with a playmat, and those are for the VIP people. So if you upgrade, you can get in on Pro Tour for just the standard, whatever it is, $30 roughly. Hey, you can get in. That's your entry fee, covers your stuff. You get your other event card, which would be the bronze Hunger
of the
Void. But if you do the VIP entrant package, whether you don't have to play in Pro Tour, that you can do it just for the weekend for that. Which I think is $50 for the weekend, which gets you your promo cards, your playmat, and that kind of stuff. Or if you do the Pro Tour VIP, you also get your entrance to Pro Tour. You get all the stuff included, as well as all this stuff. So,
and we'll make sure to put the Pro Tour link on the video description, just so it's just right there. It's on the website, but
we'll see.
But on top of that, there are also bounties. So again, even if you are or aren't competitive, but now you can earn extra incentives.
Some of these bounties are, you might be in the realm to win the tournament. You might be trying to figure it out. Some of them might be, you want to be a bounty hunter and you want to be the best with something else.
And that's what's cool about bounties. There can be multiple winners, right? You can play in the Pro Tour, take X place, but still be a winner because you're the top performing person with a certain bounty contender. So we do have dual-sided clarity. We've got Coggin, Aster, Weber, like Sinai. Yep. And then
we also have Chao Ling.
And Chao Ling, yes, right. Yep, the unclaimed bounty from Progenitor's Gambit.
Yeah.
So
everyone know what we were doing with it. We're putting it back up.
Yep, putting it back up. And then for those that are, performing well, hyper competitive, etc., and these all be in their frames and all that.
We have the frames. We just haven't put them in yet.
Yeah. Top 8 and champion card as well. So
yeah, a lot of cool stuff going on in Nashville.
Yep.
Here in the next few weeks. We know we'll see a lot of you that are watching this there, and we'll be streaming it for those that are watching and won't be there. But we hope to see you in person in Nashville very soon.
And then one last thing about ClashCon Pro Tour. On Friday night, we'll do a social, and then Garrett and I will get up. We'll chat with everyone and kind of share some things. And
we always like showing off stuff that's coming that you don't know about yet.
Yep.
As much as we can. We've got to hold the reins back on Ridge from showing everything.
Right. I can't always spill the beans. I wish I could tell you all the comic series and the next comic series and everything that happens.
The next set and show you the logos and the art and all the stuff that's already done. Because one of what I find to be one of the most difficult things about being on this side of it is we're always working a couple sets ahead of where everybody else is at. And sometimes people will ask about a thing like, hey, is this person getting a contender? I'm like,
what set are we on?
Yeah. What's come out so far?
Yeah.
So just staying present, but there's a lot we want to share with you about stuff that's coming up.
Yep.
And talking about other stuff that's here and coming up as we're just wrapping up organized play talks with things as XP Network.
Yeah,
so
really excited about our new partnership with XP Network. What's really cool is it really is a hub for the publisher, for the game store, and for the player. And it's our new organized play, tournament software as well. So now
and that's just one prong of everything that XP Network does. But talking organized play, it will be the place for all OP moving forward from weeklies to worlds. And so if you're watching this and you play at all, there's actually, I believe, going to be a whole thing for collectors and collections and everything in the ecosystem. So even if you're not a player, you're going to want to sign up for your account now. But there's perks because we are in the middle of Spotlight Week. And so there are some major publishers that are coming on board with XP Network. But we've been building a great relationship with them. We're one of the 10 core founding partners of publishers that are coming onto the platform. And so what they're doing is with those 10 is starting with Spotlight Weeks where they're doing special things for you to go out and create an account on xpnetwork.com. Then you can, right when you get on, you'll get a chance to favorite Alpha Clash as a game and those sorts of things. As soon as you clear that screen, you'll be able to search. If you search Rising Empire Studios, organizations, drop down, click us, you can favorite us. And so you're going to want to favorite Alpha Clash and Rising Empire Studios. But during Spotlight Week, there are things each day, which many of you have already seen. You've had a chance to sign up for a mailing list, favorite our account, take a trivia, and you earn XP. And to explain XP and how it works and all that. Yeah,
so essentially XP is, a type of currency or reward system within the platform that you can use for publisher rewards. So we have exclusive things that you can get if you have XP. So for example, we do have a serialized, and it'll be signed, Death's Door promo card.
It'll be serialized out of 100 with an XP Network logo, alternate art, and it'll be signed as well. And so one thing you'll be able to do after this whole Spotlight Week is over, every day right now, you do the task, you earn whatever it is, 50 XP. There's also a thing on it. If you take the trivia, you get 50 XP. If you get a perfect score, you get an extra 50 XP. You get doubled. And so there's something each day. You might have to join a live stream. You might have to just do other things to participate with this week. And so when we put this out, there should still be a couple days left in the week for you to get in, participate. Now, with this promo card specifically, you will not have the opportunity to get it if you have 0 XP. It'll only show up for people, and it might take a couple weeks for that to come into the store. So I'm sure we'll get questions like, hey, it's Friday and I don't see the card yet. It'll be up there. It might take a couple weeks for that to populate, but it will be there. If you have no XP and you haven't participated at all, you haven't created an account or done any of those things, it won't even show up for you in your store. So but you will be able to, if you participate in everything this week and double your rewards and do those things, you're going to be able to snag that, basically for free. So,
and there will be other things too that they can get.
We will be
XP.
So there will be new play mats, new stuff, new whatever. And we will continue to do exclusive drops and rewards and things that you're going to need XP that you can spend it on.
And over time you can earn XP with these events, but also like organized play playing in your locals?
Yeah, so we'll do all kinds of stuff. Like when we partner with stores, we will give that store so much XP for them to give out to players for participating in things. So just going to your weeklies might earn you XP, or we will do cool things with it of if you show up and you play at a major tournament, we might have some XP for every person. We might start just in addition to the other stuff you're getting, like, hey, if you win Pro Tour, here's an extra whatever amount of XP, or if you win a bounty,
cool
here's extra XP.
Or
and there's also achievements in it, which, I think of them like badges or skins or whatever within your account, but it could be, we might make one that's a bounty hunter achievement. And if you go claim a bounty, you get a new achievement unlocked in your account, and you have that and nobody else has it.
It kind of reminds me of playing Xbox, and you do a thing in a game, you get an achievement. You're like, hey, I got this achievement. Only so many people have it, or maybe I'm the only one.
Yep. So we'll be doing all kinds of stuff like that. We'll also migrate things over, like our medal stand. So where we've been tracking the gold, silver, bronze for champion, top 8 participant, you'll unlock achievements on your account for those sorts of things. We'll also be able to tie your invites into your accounts and all those sorts of things, where we can really kind of bring this into one hub, where it's not just organized play. It's going to be an entire ecosystem.
Yep.
And as I said, like, yes, I want you to play as much Alpha Clash and Rising Empire Studios things as possible, but there are going to be hundreds of publishers and games and major titles and things that'll be on the platform, thousands of stores, way more players than that. This is backed and run by, software-wise, is great.
Oh, yeah.
So it's people that
were impressive for us right out the gate, just with the experience, the user experience. So
yeah, so it's people that are coming from Apple, Twitch, Ticketmaster, whatever, and these are like high ups in those companies, as well as some people that are really high in the just gaming industry as a whole.
Yeah.
And what you see right now is, hey, this is where Alpha Clash is going to do its tournaments. Cool. Like, I can fill out this trivia, but like, we've seen the vision and the roadmap and how things are going to roll out and who's coming and how it's going to work. And for us, we can't emphasize enough how much we want you to just go get on the platform and get on our stuff and favorite it and join, because it's a place that you may not be able to see everything now, but you're going to want to be on it.
Yeah. Yeah. It really is one of those things that if you play one game or you play mini games, it's the place for you. And so we'll make sure that the stores get onboarded. You as a player, create your account, go there, and we'll announce as much as we can to help you earn your XP and maximize your, rewards, if you will.
Who wouldn't want to play games and then turn around and cash in your rewards for like a new playmat or something? Like trade in your, we might run just tournaments on Discord or TTS or whatever and hand out XP that you can go cash in for real rewards. Now that we have a platform and a software that we can do that, the possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
We can hand out XP for anything. If we want you to go follow our new Kickstarter campaign, we could find a way, whatever. We can find ways to get you XP, and you can, things we want help with, you can cash it in and get cool stuff. So it's a whole ecosystem. Want to make sure you do that, but especially do it this week during our Spotlight week. So anything else to organize play? I know we got Dubai coming up later this year. We're going back to Asia at the end of the year for Pro Tour. Early in 2026, in the first few months, working on trying to get that on the books. Somewhere in America, coming back with another major event and all sorts of stuff. But you're going to start seeing more official OP through our XP Network partnership, even if it's online tournaments. So a lot of exciting things happening. Great job to those of you in Makati. We can't wait to see a bunch of you in Nashville and hopefully see all of you online on xpnetwork.com. Thanks for joining us. See you soon.